My first question to you right off the top, how close are we to seeing visual evidence, photos, videos? You know, Americans have heard the claims, the whistleblowers' allegations of government UFO programs. We've heard from lawmakers like yourself, Senator Marco Rubio, but people are ready for visual proof. Where is it?
Yeah. Well, it's out there. If you'll go on YouTube and watch Tic Tac video, it's just Google it, Tic Tac video. They've had a special on 60 Minutes. It's been covered in some of the major news outlets, mainly the printed medium, not so much the visual medium like yourselves. And it basically shows a craft that they are chasing, that are Navy pilots. These are the best in the world, and it's audio and visual and video, and you hear them saying, you know, these guys, they're just laughing because they can't keep up with them, and it looks like a little Tic Tac candy.
Okay, so it's Tic Tac, not TikTok. Just to confirm.
No, ma'am. Yeah, okay. Everybody always says, hey, yeah, these young people say, hey, boomer, it's not. And I say, no, it's Tic Tac, like the candy. And my daughter has corrected me on that.
Yeah, hey, I'm not on TikTok, so I just wanted to make sure myself. Tell us more about your claims, sir, that the government has known about UFOs since the 1800s, that they can fly underwater. What are you basing those allegations off of?
Well, I'm basing them off of those pilots' videos that you've seen, and there's multiple occasions of that. And I've talked to multiple pilots, and these are the best pilots in the world. And you have to realize, well, even though they have so-called whistleblower protection from the military intelligence, and again, military intelligence is a whole lot like congressional ethics. It just doesn't exist. But if you talk to some of the best pilots in the world, and they tell you that they've seen these objects, and then when they do report it, they get interrogated for like up to 8 hours, and they get a blemish on their record. So I've talked to pilots who've literally said, we've destroyed any evidence of these videos because we don't want to have to go through all that. We've seen it. We all talk about it. It's pretty common knowledge among some of the pilots in certain areas. We've had actually 13 near-miss encounters. And to think that, you know, we've got a $50 million aircraft and some of the best pilots in the world who are risking their lives, why would they lie about it?
Right.
Honestly, all they're going to do is catch hell from their superiors, and this is ridiculous. And all I want is, I don't want to send the Pentagon another red cent, because that's what they're after. They see the public opinion, people like legitimate media like yourself are covering it. They're going to smell dollars. And, you know, and honestly, the Pentagon loses over $1 billion a year in their audits, and we don't have the guts to do anything about it. We don't need to study it anymore. Just release the files. Just release the unredacted files.
I think a lot of Americans would agree with you on that. Even the Americans who think that David Grush and, you know, the likes of him are credible, people are ready to see it. They want to see those files. Also, Congressman, Americans are already starting to question what the U.S. actually knows about alien life. And in a new poll from Redfield and Wilton Strategies, they found that 57% of respondents believe the government has more information than publicly shared. But is that necessarily a bad thing, given how sensitive and potentially dangerous this research seems to be?
Why is it dangerous, ma'am? They won't even release the Kennedy files on President Kennedy's assassination. And people have been, that's over 50 years. Anybody involved in that is dead. Ma'am, it is about power. It is about control. It is about the almighty dollar that they are trying to control. And that's all this is about. That's all this is about. Yep. Just release it. I'm not afraid of it. You go out at night and look at the stars, and the light from those stars literally left there before the time of Christ. That is the vastness of God's great universe, ma'am.
And
honestly, ma'am, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Congressman, one last question for you, just a few seconds left. Should Americans be worried or no?
No, they should not. If they have this kind of technology, they could have done us in a long time ago, ma'am.
All right. Congressman Tim Burchett, thank you for your time.